of what I see, what I think, and what I wonder. Well, right here, I happen to see a little boy. And the boy seems to be building some kind of like maybe snowman or snowball. He's packing it down hard. Does anybody else see something? Alicia, what do you see? What is that, Alicia?
Glove.
Okay, why do you think you might be wearing a glove, Alicia?
It's winter.
Oh, hold on a minute. Who else thinks that it's winter? Ricardo, why do you think it's winter?
Because there's snow everywhere and there's people sledding and there's no birds.
Oh, why would there be no birds in the winter time?
Because it's too cold.
And so what happens to the birds, Divya?
They'll freeze or something.
They will.
Won't have
And
any food.
so, why won't they have any food?
Because we wouldn't be able to find any. And if they want to stay for the winter, they're going to have to find how to get warm and find some food before the winter like the other animals.
Does anyone have any questions or wonders when they look at this picture? Anything that comes to mind where you think, oh, I wonder why, or,
The snowman.
Okay, does anyone have a wonder about the snowman? Anything, a question that comes to mind maybe?
Maybe the like cake or something, is it?
Okay, so then what question do people have? Divya?
Well, we might be making a fort.
They might be.
Or we might be snowman fort.
Okay, so then what question comes to mind? Does anyone have a question or like a wonder? Like, I wonder how many snowmen they would need to make a whole fort. Does anyone else have a question or a wonder? Bailey, what do you think?
It isn't a wonder, but it's something really weird that I'm going to come and sit.
Okay.
It's a bird.
Oh, and what can you tell us about your bird? Why do you think that's kind of weird?
Because it's winter. Birds don't come out in the winter. It's a tent bird.
Or, I wonder, are there any birds that come out in the winter time?
No. Yeah.
How do you know? How do you know, Samuel, that there's one? Well, you see, you see one, but how else do you know that there might be a bird that comes out in the winter time?
I'm not from here. I can't see.
Have a seat.
There
Sarah?
might be a bird that lives in the when it's summertime it keeps warm.
Okay.
And when it's winter it goes outside.
So then maybe what I want to write is I'm going to write down the word bird, and I'm going to say any in winter. And I want to know, are there any birds that actually do come out in the winter time, and how do they survive? Anyone else have a question or wonder? Yes?
They go outside because they're looking for a new home to hibernate.
Oh, is that what you think? Do birds hibernate in the winter time?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't think birds hibernated.
They do.
I didn't think they hibernated.
No, birds fly somewhere else.
Hold on. So if they fly somewhere else, it's not called hibernating. Does anyone know what it's called?
Migrating.
Right.
Migrating.
It's called migrating. And so, in the wintertime, the birds migrate. They don't hibernate. So that means what? What does migrating mean then?
Fly. They fly into a different country.
Are there any animals that do hibernate though?
Yes.
Jordan, what animals hibernate?
Winter animals.
Yes, can anyone think of a kind of animal that in the winter might hibernate?
Yes,
Shyla?
bears.
when the bears hibernate?
Bears? Bears hibernate.
Yes?
They hibernate in the winter so they're warm. So they can survive, and then when it's summer they can come out.
Okay, but what does it mean if
No, not in summer.
but then
It's not in summer.
okay, but then Jordan, what does it mean when they hibernate? Do you know what that means?
It means that the birds go in their home and they keep cozy.
Okay, and you know what? That's okay. Hibernating is kind of like that, but we decided with birds, and in fact, at least as far as we know, they don't hibernate, they migrate. But hibernating is something. What does hibernate is? The cozy part in the home is close, Sarah?
Squirrels hibernate.
Okay. What does it mean when they hibernate?
They find food, and then when in the winter time they go to the hibernating place, and they eat all their food until winter's over. Okay, I'll put it on that peg. And they have to find lots of food because winter is more than a day.
Yes.
Okay,